It's the Daily Drama Podcast with Stephen Bradford, presented by dailydrama.com, your one-stop shop for recaps, storylines, news and commentary, red hot speculation.
Red hot.
It sounds like a real estate website. No.
Red hot speculation.
Red hot.
There you go.
Well, sizzling speculation. That
well, we're coming into that season with real estate too again. So
yeah, that's right.
Red hot. Here we go. Red hot from Daily Drama.
Today, thanks for joining us. Today we are going to look back at the last 2 weeks of the show General Hospital, and kind of go through the things that the newly returned Jason has experienced, for better or for worse.
Sure. Let's do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I see. Look, this is cool, this format for us, because we did have some awesome guests lately.
Yeah.
And it's always great to have guests. But now that we can actually talk about the show, amazing. And look, this is great. This is great because I don't know what's airing.
Right.
So sometimes when we start talking to people, they're like, "That's a spoiler alert. Shut up."
No. So we know
what's aired.
For sure. Yeah.
And then we can have some dialogue about this.
Yeah. And this is great because, in the last couple of years when you were on other shows, it was hard to talk storyline because stuff was filmed
no one cared.
Well, also I think our audience is more General Hospital based, but also you would film this stuff like 5 months ago. So like it was
and
hard,
you forget.
Right.
Yes.
It was hard to recall, or even to, and the storyline had moved on. So it's like, it's not even, so now this is a little fresher, hot, fresh story.
Okay, great. Thank you. All right, let's do it.
All right. So looking back at the week of March 25th to March 29th, which air date wise was not last week, but the week before.
Mm-hmm.
So basically how it started, you're in the interrogation room and, like with John Jagger.
John Jagger Cates. John Jingleheimer. What's it?
John Jagger Jingleheimer Schmidt. His name was something else. All right, cool.
That's a great song, actually, right there. That's your next parody song right there.
Totally
is.
Okay,
that's funny, dude. That's funny.
Right. So you refused to detail where you'd been since severing contact. So you severed contact with the FBI, and you refused to tell them what you had been doing in the meantime.
Once I saved Sonny's life again.
You're welcome. Is that
you're welcome, Sonny?
That was
he's not very thankful right now.
No, we're getting to that.
But yeah. So I mean, I blocked the shot, whatever, and then it was really the turning point was Dante getting shot.
Sure.
Right. So I couldn't. I had no once basically cover was blown. And cameras and all that stuff, and I knew voice recorded on
my camera.
911.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, your camera. Thanks. And 911.
Yeah.
I had to cut off communication with the FBI right there and just go. I got shot. I had to heal up and figure out what the plan was.
For sure.
Right? That was the main thing. So that's what I went into hiding a little bit at the Quartermain Boathouse.
Yeah.
And saw Danny and Michael and Willow.
That's right. So. Elizabeth did her best to assure Jake that the truth about his father would come out. Okay. All right. Okay.
Right.
All right. So this is Tuesday. After being informed of his and John's past dealings, Jason told Anna about the deal he made with the FBI to avoid RICO charges. RICO charges, your RICO charges or Carly's RICO charges? That's what I wasn't sure about.
Carly.
Right. So so that's what they had on you. Or that was one of the reasons why you.
Correct. It was strictly Carly.
Man.
So basically, I get out of the cave.
Yeah.
Right. The cave collapses. I get out of the cave, start heading up back to the house or the place, wherever we were.
Right.
And the FBI grabs me, takes me to Quantico, and I say the room with no windows.
Right.
I'm in Quantico, and he basically comes in with all the video evidence of Carly violating RICO charges. So at that point, I had a choice.
Right.
To either help them.
Or she goes to jail.
Or she goes away.
Right. And how did Anna respond to that?
I don't know. I can't remember really what her response was,
Sure.
but she's always very thoughtful, her character, and she definitely understood,
Right.
right, and probably was a little compassionate about it.
Yeah.
Because I gave up almost 3 years of my life trying to work with the FBI to save Carly and everybody around her, basically. Because if she falls, a lot of other people could fall, and then the kids are in trouble and all that stuff. So,
Sure. And I'm trying to
it's
go.
a domino
I'm looking at
effect.
these 2 weeks. Have
Yeah,
you and Carly
go
talked
for it.
about this yet?
No.
Right. No. Okay.
No, no,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
The idea is for her never to know. In Jason's mind, her idea is for her never to know.
Yeah. She'd feel pretty bad about that, you would think. Well, it's Carly. Maybe not.
It's Carly. Now she would, and then she'd probably try to help.
Sure. And that's not
And
great
that's
either.
where we get into trouble all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. When Carly tries
So
to help.
let's not do that.
Yep. Let's not
So
do
we're gonna
that.
let's keep it a secret, everybody. Please don't tell Laura Wright on
Yep.
social media. Thank
Yep.
you so much.
So this is Wednesday, March 27th. Sam blasts Jason for involving Danny in his plight. And
Yeah,
then
I was getting peppered in the interrogation room by a lot of people.
So Sam
Not just the FBI.
Sam came to the interrogation room just to lay into you?
Yes.
No, I mean, and that's her right. I'm not saying like.
Of course. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Dante's her husband too. So.
Oh, that's right.
Are they married?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Okay, great.
How did you involve Danny?
Danny found me in the boathouse.
Oh, right.
He found me in the boathouse, and
Right.
then I was obviously bleeding to death.
Right.
So I needed a first aid kit. So,
Right. And
you know,
Jake and Danny come to blows over their differing opinions. Danny wants to help you, and Jake's like, screw the guy.
I think that's what the fight was. I know Asher, who plays Danny,
Yeah.
was excited. He was like, man, I get to do a stunt fight next week. Like, he was so stoked on it,
That's awesome.
So I didn't see it.
Right.
I'd like to, though. But yeah, it was basically Sam, laying into me that, and she has every right.
Yeah.
Look, deadbeat dad, what do you want from me? I'm trying my hardest over here.
I gotta say the use of DD acronyms in our current life.
Baby drama.
Deadbeat dad. I mean, DD kind of covers it all.
So yeah, she came in and we had some words. I had some good scenes in there with Anna, and then obviously John, Jacob, Jingerheimer, Cates, and then
Yes.
and then who else came in?
Well, this is great because Molly and
Brooklyn
Christina
came in also. Brooklyn came in.
she did. Okay.
Also.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's where she gave me the letter from Monica.
Right.
And that was the very hard scene for me to do.
Yeah, I bet.
So, yeah, that was a tough one.
Yeah.
That was the one time I was almost going to call cut.
It read, Jason, I believe in you.
I was literally going to walk off the set.
Like, I believe in you, like the tooth fairy, or I believe in you.
I believe in you that you didn't do it.
Oh, shoot Dante?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Right.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was tough, man. Emotionally, it was a tough scene. It was overwhelming in the moment. I don't know.
Was Brooklyn in the room with you when you read it?
Yeah,
or did she
yeah.
leave it with you? Okay.
She pushed it to me and I read it and she was walking out and I had to stop her, but I was so emotional I couldn't even get it out.
Yeah.
And at that point, I'm like, do I just keep going or do I just walk off the set right now? But I knew just to stay. Yeah. Because it's so hard to get back there. Once you shut it down.
Right.
You're like, there's no going back.
Right.
Next take, it's not going to be the same.
Totally.
So, yeah. Anyway.
Was it handwritten or typed?
It was handwritten, sir.
Did it look like Kyle Bell's handwriting?
Kyle Bell is our prop master. He's not our prop master
He's
anymore.
a stage manager.
He's a stage manager.
But how did they?
Very nice. It was very nice.
Yeah, I didn't
really pay that much attention.
I was like, what is? But also, she's a doctor, so it might be like chicken scratch.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, I have chicken scratch, so I mean, who knows?
And you're not a doctor.
And I'm not.
No, I just like the thought process of like, what would Monica's penmanship look like in this moment?
I think they think about that too. Honestly.
Well, of course they do. So I wasn't sure.
People do. So because it's going to be seen usually.
Was it? Was there
seen?
Was there an insert of
card?
it?
Actual card. I think there was an insert of it. Yeah.
So yeah,
I mean,
they're
we could
thinking
be-
about
We
that.
could be speculating now. I don't know, but
But that's an interesting technical question. Like, okay, we're writing a note from Monica to Jason. What does her penmanship look like?
sure.
Anyway.
And we have people who have different penmanship, like who can do calligraphy,
Oh yeah.
like in the art department and stuff. And they're
Oh
like,
yeah.
hey, this person would be great for Monica's handwriting.
Oh right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Totally. All right. Thursday. I don't know what this is. Maybe you know. Sam balked at the idea of sending Dante to Turning Woods. Oh, that must be like a treatment center. Okay. All right. All right. You pled not guilty.
yes.
Okay. Tensions are in high at the courthouse as several interested parties gather for Jason's arraignment. Interested. I was interested, but not present. I'm just going to say that. But I would have been interested.
I felt your spirit, Jackal.
Notes were made of Sonny's absence. Yeah.
Oh,
You pled not guilty to charges of attempted murder and conspiracy to commit murder. Bail was set at $5 million. Michael arranged payment. High roller Michael.
yeah, I don't know what he's doing over there.
What did he leverage?
But I think doesn't he run EOQ? I mean, doesn't
Yeah.
he do something over there?
Yeah.
He's got some money. The Quartermains
Okay.
have some money.
Right.
So it was a divided house for sure.
Yeah.
You know, so I had my cheerleaders
Sure.
behind Diane and I,
Right.
and I had the opposing team.
Was there who's the DA? Is there a DA or is it a federal prosecutor?
Who's
Is it a
playing Alexis's daughter? Is that it?
like Christina?
Molly. I think Molly.
Molly or Christina's the
There's
DA?
a girl. There's a new Molly. Is there not?
There is, yeah.
She could be the DA. I'm not sure.
Wow. Okay.
Why don't you
Alright.
Google that for us, Jackal?
Okay. Maybe later.
You don't have to do it right now. Maybe later.
All right. So that was Thursday. Friday. So Carly blasted Sonny, who insisted that he owed Jason nothing. All right.
Pretty
Jason.
much.
So Friday, Jason admitted to working as an informant to the FBI, but wouldn't divulge further info to Sonny. Okay. So
Correct.
you had a scene with him.
We had a scene with it was me. It was Sonny and Ava,
Right.
and Carly was in Sonny's. I think it's Sonny's penthouse.
All right.
So, doesn't look like it, but it looks like it's a new place. I think
Right.
so. Carly's in there, and then I come in,
Okay. Because you're
and then
free on
I
bail.
tell him, and he's like, "You're a rat, and you're all rats. Get out of here, you rats! All of you, you're rats. Beat it." So that was the end of the scene. I can't trust you. Get out of here, you rat.
You rat. You rat. You ratty
I
rat
don't
rat.
even know if he even said rats, but I know that's what he was thinking.
And I guess he makes a move on Ava, then bids her goodnight. Okay, that's something else. We can talk about that at some other point. Jason accepted Carly's offer to move into the room above Bobby's. So you are the latest.
Yeah.
You're the latest tenant in the over restaurant apartment. I gotta think that though the aromas from all that dirty deep fry oil would not be great up in that room.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the ventilation.
That's what I'm
So-
saying. Yeah.
So I'm sure the ventilation hasn't really been changed
Right.
since 1970.
70. Yeah. I hope that
So-
I hope they've changed the oil because I mean, well, because they do a lot of fish and chips there, right? Isn't there seafood their specialty at Old Kelly's New Bobby's?
Yeah, listen, man, it's safer there. If it's a dirty place, just fry everything.
That's right. That's right.
You're safe. You're safe.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is not your scenes, but it was interesting because Valentine arranged a rendezvous with Brennan to discuss how things are proceeding since his taking the reins of the Pikeman organization or Pikeman. I don't know. I mean, I know people call it Pikeman, but it's not. Pikeman is not a person. It's an organization.
No.
Yes.
Correct. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And they've
And I don't really
arranged.
know. Honestly, I don't really know what's going on that side of stuff.
Sure.
All I know is what I'm talking about.
Does
with
Jason know that
my people?
Does Jason know that Valentine is?
I don't know yet at this
Okay.
point.
All right. Cool.
I'm not sure what's going on.
Okay. All right. Great. All right. All right.
We're just trying to get to the bottom of things now.
Right.
Now that I'm out of jail, and now we get back to work, basically figuring out how to appease the FBI and figure everything out at the same time.
Mm-hmm. But it says here that they are Valentine, Brennan, they arranged for Sonny's bipolar meds to be downgraded in potency. That's something that they did.
Ooh.
Um, so, like, they
Mm.
seem to be using all different kinds of tools to try to,
Tactics for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah. So
So
I guess the end result is to get the territory.
I
I'm assuming.
guess, yeah,
That's
I didn't know
I didn't
that.
know poor Charles was red hot in the real estate market.
Well,
I didn't know.
I didn't know that Valentine was so, um, like I knew the Jerome family, or no, he's a Cassadine. Um,
Yes.
I'm thinking of Julian Jerome. He's not Julian Jerome. He's Valentine Cassadine.
Cassadine, yeah.
Have the Cassadines been a crime family? I mean, like I know,
They were bad, bro.
right, but they were more international. Like I guess, but I forget
I
what
don't know.
their brand of villainy is.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know what their brand. I think it's a little bit of everything, quite honestly.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
do we be villains and make money? It's like
Money,
Despicable Me.
money and influence, and yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Power.
yeah. All right, so now we're into the next week, April Fool's Day, Monday, April 1st. You went to Elizabeth's house.
Happy anniversary, General Hospital. Go
That's
ahead.
right. That's right. April 1, so that's the 60.
1963, right?
Oh, 63. Right. So
Yeah.
it's 61 1 years.
Great. Yeah, 61 years.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you did your best to make amends to Jake.
Correct.
Didn't work.
Didn't work. He didn't want any part of this.
Right.
So, I know it's a long road back,
Yeah.
and
Well,
you
we-
can't fault the kids,
no.
for being upset. And you say,
Right.
hey, I was able to tell him that I didn't really have a choice. I
Right.
couldn't tell more details than that, but
But that doesn't make him feel like that's the thing is like, and I'm glad that they're saying it this way. Just because you had no choice doesn't mean it was less bad for them, right?
of course,
Like
of course,
it's
right.
still,
Still hurts. Yeah.
right. Yeah.
100%.
Um,
Yeah. I mean, but if I get close to him, his hair will hurt me. So
well, also,
it's going up and down and all around. And
well,
you just got to be careful.
Asher has the full ice cream scoop.
Yes. Yes. He has the ice cream scoop. Yes.
Right. This is something we talked about. Like the ice
Asher
cream.
does. Yes.
Like,
yeah. We didn't talk about this publicly, but yes.
Well, because I asked my kids about it because they have some of
Right.
their.
I told you about this ice cream scoop. It's the craze across
It's
the
the
nation.
craze, and
For the teenagers.
so they're June is in
Not
seventh
sure.
grade, and
Worst haircut ever. This is the worst hairstyle I've ever seen in my life.
traveling this week in Seattle, every teenage boy that we encountered, airports, whatever, if they don't have it, they're going for it.
Yeah. They're in some stage of getting there.
Yes.
Yes. There has to be a mandate that we need to get rid of the ice cream scoops. It has to change.
It's so interesting. It's so interesting. I mean, it's like every teenage boy has like a bird's nest on their head. That's
Totally is a bird. There is a bird's nest.
Yeah.
There's some bird. There's something living in half of these heads
right.
right now. It's
Yeah.
just amazing. I don't know how it happens, bro.
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the teen girls are like, man, that's hot.
That's what I tried to figure out. I asked
no,
I
it's
asked
not.
Judah,
They're like,
I was
yeah,
like-
I love that. No, you don't.
I-
Listen, I've been the victim of bad hairstyles, but none
is there I'm trying to think
compares to the ice cream scoop.
I'm trying to think who modeled this. How did it start? Was it Timothy Chalamet? Because he had a lot up there.
I don't know, dude.
I'm just
Someone
trying to
who
think.
had a lot of hair, didn't wash it for a week, and was like, "Hey, this is good right here. I'm
Man,
good with this, man. This looks good.
we're going
This
with
is
that.
how I'm gonna get some dates."
That's what we're going with. Okay, great.
I don't know, man.
No,
what
no,
else
but
could you do?
that's what I'm saying. It's like
You can't
that's
purposely go like. What are we doing here? Something skiing off of there? I don't know, man.
it's amazing.
I don't know. But my
Um,
kids, they got their own hairstyle. That's fine. I'm sure
Yep.
my dad thought my hairstyles were stupid too.
Well, that's the thing. But I and even my daughter agreed with me. I was like, this is going to be one of those hairstyles that 20 years from now, like when we look back at the mullet, when we look back at certain hairstyles from like the 80s and stuff.
The mullet's back.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of more of a fashionable mullet than what we had, than what I had.
Yeah. Well, and there's a lot of, bangs are back for women. Like,
Yeah, that's interesting too to me.
I've
Yes.
there's some interesting hairstyles now, which I think are expressive for sure. But will they stand the test of time in terms of like, will we look back 20 years from now and go, what were we thinking? Or the person
With bangs, no, because that comes in and out
comes in and
over 50 years.
yeah.
With the ice cream scoop, yes.
I think so, right? I think we're going to be like, how, and I don't know. I had a couple hairstyles that I look back. You had plenty of hairstyles.
Well, you had a bit of a rat's nest when you got on the show, bro.
Oh, that's true. That was just
I mean, I don't even know what that was. You cut your own hair, so you can't really talk anymore.
No, I'm done. All right. Okay. So Anna's trying to get Dex to be a cop, which is, we'll see how that goes. Jason relays that Sonny turned in. Okay.
See my son?
That's what people think because he looks like you, but I don't.
Does he look like me?
Well, he's stoic and
looks like me.
I mean, he's got like kind of the your demeanor.
Is that my son? Is this going to be my son?
I don't know, man. Like,
let's see what people think.
Well, because we don't know who his
Dex going to be my son.
Do we know who his mom is? Like, I don't know. I mean, hey, anything's possible.
Sure is.
Yep. Okay. All right. Let's see. So this is, right. So this is Tuesday, April 2nd. Jagger insisted that Jason serve as bait to draw out Pikeman, or else he'd follow through on charging Carly with the RICO violations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was kind of the reboot of what the mission is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, you're going to be a target anyway, so
right.
Let's use your.
So even though your cover's blown, how would
Pikeman
you?
Doesn't know.
Oh
wait, no, they do know. Hold on.
I mean, you were arraigned.
No, they do know. Yeah, they do know. Sorry, that was stupid of me.
You were arraigned, and you were arraigned as Jason Morgan. So
yeah. Well, I guess I don't know. I don't know what the strategy is going to be.
I'm just saying because, like, in theory, when you were working for them, they didn't know your face to be Jason Morgan. You were playing a different person, or you weren't playing a different person. To them, you were someone else.
Correct.
And now you've been in the news as Jason Morgan. So I can't imagine you can go back undercover with them.
No.
So, so what Jagger's idea to draw you out, we don't know necessarily.
We don't know yet.
Yeah. Great. So then, that's Tuesday, Thursday. I don't see you. Anna visited Brennan on Friday and confronted him about laying the groundwork for Pikeman.
Great.
For his attempts to have her killed, and demanded that he reveal who's heading the organization in his absence. Okay.
Yeah, so that's what we're getting to here. All of this is to figure out who's in charge of Pikeman.
Right.
That's what the FBI wants to know.
And the audience knows.
I'm assuming, I guess that's what you're telling me because I don't know.
Right. So if Valentine and Brennan had that conversation, so that's the thing is like, is it boiling down to because when Anna finds out it's Valentine, that'll be something. When you find out that Valentine, that's something.
Yeah.
Unless
it's a good story, man.
And unless there's someone even above Valentine that's directing him.
Right.
That's also something, right? Yeah. So that's the last 2 weeks, and that's good stuff, man.
Yeah, man. It's been great. Story's going really well. Having a lot of fun. Working with new people coming up too. So stay tuned for that.
That's awesome. All right. We have a couple questions from our friends at Daily Drama.
Yeah.
All right. So why didn't Jason call his FBI handler that he was working with instead of going on the run? I think, when you were assuming.
Because I don't trust the FBI. I'm doing what I have to do, and that's about it. There's no buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm in a jam. I'll figure it out, especially if I'm in my hometown.
Right.
I know what to do. So that's probably why the writers chose to do that.
Yeah.
You know, he's
Well,
in a safe spot. I mean, technically, yes,
and
his
also
cover's blown, but he is, you know, in his domain essentially, right?
And that's, I mean, that's good rationale because, like, obviously the reason is that it gives you more story because then he's relying on people to keep him safe and to hold, you know, to protect him or help him heal. It's better than just calling Jagger and be like, "Hey, get me into a safe house and give me a professional." Right?
Totally.
It's more interesting, but that's a great rationale for it.
Sure.
When are Jason and Spinelli finally going to see each other? Good question. We don't know. We don't know.
We don't know, but I feel like it's going to be soon.
That's right, and it's always great to have something to look forward to. It's the way.
100%.
Yeah.
And I think it's cool, like, because you have your own story going on with Maxie right now.
Yeah.
And we're there next week together and whatever. But you know, it's good that it's spaced out. It's not like everything's all at once. Like, you know,
all right,
it's like
here we are back to normal. Right.
Here we are. Hey,
Yeah.
Spinelli.
Right.
Hey, Sonny. Hey,
yeah.
everybody. You know,
Yeah.
it's the story's really being laid out nicely and patiently, I feel.
Yeah, I agree. It's awesome. The next question, will Jason become a target now that Sonny is off his meds and spiraling? Hard to say, right? I mean, if Sonny thinks that you are a danger to his organization, I mean, who knows?
Let me just say this, and this is all I'll say about it, is we will have words soon.
You and Sonny. I like it.
Yeah. So,
all right.
Get ready.
Is Jason going to try to get Carly back romantically?
I don't think that's the way they're going to go.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
well,
I don't know if that's the way, but you know,
it doesn't seem to be a priority in terms of storytelling.
No. I mean, the priority obviously is getting back Pikeman, all the stuff that's going on. So we'll see. We'll see where the chips fall. I'm not sure.
Are Maxine Spinelli going to get back on the road to romance? I don't know. I thought we were on a road. We were on a road in a car, and we kissed on the road in a car. So, and then we had a couple of scenes where, you know, I was helping at Deception, where it felt like I was like maybe her boyfriend helping out in the office, like doing her a favor. And it felt like, so I wasn't sure if it was established that we are, you know, quote unquote, back together or not. But I think what is left to be determined is whether or not, like, there is buy-in on both sides for a.
Yeah. And I think when this happens, I feel like it's going to happen. I don't know because I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be a definitive choice to get back together.
Sure. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's too big. The characters have too much history and are too big for it not to be, hey, are we doing this?
Right.
You know,
well, because I assume that he's, you know, she asked him to move out. And so I assume he's moved out. We haven't had that actual discussion as to whether or not that's happened or not, but I kind of assume he has. And so that maybe they're, you know, like they are maybe dating, if you will, but skirting around the issue of, hey, is this for real and forever? You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So, great. Will there be a Jason and Drew showdown? When do they see each other?
I don't know. Stay tuned for that one.
Yeah. I mean,
we'll see.
Is there any clear conflict between the two of them even before you guys meet in terms of like?
No, I think it's more of Carly putting me first.
Right.
And him not liking that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then that's it.
Right. And a good practical question.
Then he went and had some wine with Willow. I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
Dude.
Stay away from Willow, bro.
Is Jason protective of Willow or are you protective of Carly's feelings? Oh, did you? Okay.
Why is he having wine with Willow?
If he's with Carly, you mean? Or
where's
just
Michael?
Oh yeah.
You just got that?
Well, I wasn't sure from what, like, don't have wine with another woman. You're with Carly. Don't have wine with Willow because I'm looking after Willow. But I forgot that. Don't have wine with Willow because that's
Where's
disrespect.
Michael?
Where's Michael? Hashtag where's
But
my
I don't know. I don't know what the dynamics are. So
right. Right.
I just saw the scenes. I'm like, wait, what are they having wine for? What's going on over here?
Right. She didn't drink much. It was mostly him, I think.
Yeah.
So that's
Maybe
good.
he's her dad. I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Well, we know she has two moms. So, I mean,
She does. You never know.
yeah.
We
all
don't
right.
know what's happening here.
So,
Yeah.
practical question, what is Jason going to do for work now? I mean, he's got free, I would imagine he's got free room and board.
Well, it's not that I don't have money. I tell Carly I have money. I just have to get access to it again. So there's plenty. Listen,
I wonder if I took it again.
yeah, you give
Remember
my money
last time
away
you
all the
left?
time while I leave. Yeah, while I leave, you give my money away, my penthouse.
I'm very good at
like
money
everything.
management. Yep.
Yeah, you're really great. Thanks.
I'm a fiduciary.
I I know your ass has some Bitcoin somewhere. Give me some Bitcoin, Jackal. I know you got some freaking crypto somewhere. Yeah, look, I don't think money's the issue right now because there's plenty of people who have money who would give me money and I wouldn't
Sure.
take money from them anyway.
That's
so
true.
I'm
Yeah.
just there to do my job, try to figure out what's going on, make
Right.
peace with people I've upset,
Right.
and live a good life.
How long do you think he'd be comfortable living in the apartment over Bobby's house? How well appointed is it?
Forever.
Yeah, he doesn't need much, right?
I mean, listen, this guy's been out in warfare for the last, sleeping on the ground for the last 2.5 years.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
who, he doesn't need.
Right.
He started in a boxcar.
That's right.
So it's not like he needs he never was about the material things
Right.
and living in this, he could sleep on the floor, whatever.
He does miss having a pool
Yeah.
table, though. That's his
That
true
he
love.
does.
That's his true love.
He could have slept on the pool table. It was a
Convertible
works for
pool
two
table.
things.
Yeah.
Correct.
Pool table had a Murphy bed or a trundle. A trundle.
Be amazing. And you're playing and I'm sleeping below. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh man, can
Yeah.
you just not,
Yeah.
can you not
Yeah.
do that?
Yeah.
So,
Well, I feel smarter now after recapping
I
those
feel
things.
caught up.
Yeah, right. So
I feel caught up. That was
hopefully
a
you do
refresher.
too. And any questions that you had about that stuff, when I say you, I'm talking to our viewers and listeners here.
Yeah.
Hopefully you have a better understanding of what the Jason is going through.
The Jason. Don't call me the Jason ever again. You're the Jackal. I'm Jason. Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks everybody for listening. We appreciate you. We'll be talking to you next week. Go to dailydrama.com for all your soap needs.
Later.